Euphoria star Angus Cloud passed away at his family home 2 days ago. It's really sad that such a young actor with so much potential was lost. Although the family hasn't yet disclosed the reason for his death, they did issue a statement confirming the death of Angus. All that aside, there is something more serious that fans are talking about. According to some fans, Angus's death might not have been due to natural causes. In fact, they even know who to point fingers at, and it makes a lot of sense. You're watching Celebrity Circle, and today we are going to be talking about Angus Cloud passing away at just 25, and who could have been behind his death. But before we get to that, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads.
It's still love to this day, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just can't drag it through the mud. You know, if you really love someone, you can't disrespect them, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Keep trying to push it on, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll let it go at the right time, and I still love this person, you know, so.
The Euphoria actor passed away at his family home in Oakland, California on the night of 31st July. According to the family, he died peacefully and surrounded by his loved ones. They still haven't put out a statement about the cause of death of the star. The family has asked fans to respect their privacy in these trying times. All that they said about the cause of death was that Angus couldn't take the loss of his father. Angus and his dad were really close, and Angus even called him his best friend. Just 2 weeks before Angus died, he had lost his father, and he had never been the same ever since.
It's been weird as I ain't gonna lie to you.
He'd struggled with mental health issues in the past, and the loss of his best friend was just the final straw for him. And that's understandable too. Angus always felt like no one really understood him except his dad. So he'd always talk about all his problems with his father. But after his father passed away, he felt like his whole support system had suddenly vanished. So after his dad died, Angus tried really hard to stay on the better side of his mental health. But between his pre-existing issues and addictions and his dad passing away, it just proved to be too hard for him.
Last night I cried. A little bit.
This is a reason why a lot of fans think that Angus might have taken his own life. Although it might be too soon to make any assumptions, this is just a theory that fans have, and you should take it with a pinch of salt until his family releases another statement. So let's talk about that theory later, but first, we have to tell you about another theory that fans have. According to this theory, Angus might not have died because of natural causes at all. Yes, that's right. According to what some fans are saying, the people that Angus was surrounded by are the ones who are behind his death. These fans are saying that his new management was the one who is behind his death. As crazy as that might sound, fans have some pretty shocking evidence to back their theory up.
They don't know about me, they researching my whole history and shit. It's bothering me, pissing me off. Leave me alone, man.
For example, his new management said that his old manager just wanted to use Angus for money. Why? Well, because his old manager said that Angus was suffering from several issues and needed help. Not only that, but he also put out a statement saying that Angus needed help and asked his fans to keep him in their prayers. Now, if that isn't a red flag, we don't know what is. If that wasn't bad enough, his old manager dropped him because he knew that Angus needed a lot of help. But his new management only wanted to milk Angus for money, and that's exactly what they did. Even Angus himself hinted several times that he was suffering.
Definitely. I mean, there's some heavy stuff on there, so you gotta sometimes go into like a pretty dark headspace.
Not only was he suffering from mental health issues, but he was also suffering from drug addictions. He had had problems with that in the past, but he had started getting better. But then again, he started going down that road again, and his old manager saw it. That's why he warned everyone and left. Now, before we talk about the next theory that fans have, make sure to share this video with a friend who loves Euphoria and might enjoy our content, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it too.
Sometimes I don't feel comfortable. They be dragging me to the front of the line. I'm like, damn, I'm not, you feel me? I ain't better than none of these people in the line, you know? I'm like, I'll be feeling bad.
This also takes us to our next theory that fans have. According to a report that TMZ released not too long ago, there was a 911 call made from Angus's family home on the night of his death. This information had not been made public by his family. According to that report, released by TMZ, a call was made by one of Angus's family members to call an ambulance. Why? You might ask. Well, because allegedly Angus had overdosed on drugs and needed urgent care. Unfortunately, he couldn't survive the overdose and ended up passing away. So according to some fans, Angus took his own life because he couldn't handle the death of his father. Now, as dark as that theory sounds, it would make a lot of sense. Why? Well, because the family has been very secretive about the cause of death. Even his ex-manager had mentioned how Angus had drug addiction problems again. But again, this is all speculation and we don't know exactly what happened until his family puts out another statement. Until then, all we have is speculations and theories that fans came up with. So take these theories with a grain of salt and make sure to do your own research as well. That being said, fans have a lot to say about Angus's death. Now, it's pretty clear that all of us are really sad about him passing away at such a young age. He was only 25 and lived a troubled life, but he was always a great person at heart. Even when his hit show Euphoria was called out for glorifying drug abuse in teenagers, he came forward and cleared the air. He said that the show didn't glorify drug abuse, instead, it showed the reality of what most teens go through in America, and he was speaking from his own experience. But that is something that fans are concerned about as well. When he was being cast for his role in Euphoria, he kept falling asleep. Not only that, but it was pretty obvious that something was going on with him. The producers on the show thought that because he struggled with drug-related issues in real life as well, he would play his character in the show more authentically. For those of you who don't know, Angus's character in the show also suffers from addiction. There are theories that the producers and his new managers intentionally let him neglect his mental and physical health because they thought he would look more authentic playing the role of a drug addict if he was having those issues in real life as well. So while all of us thought that it was art imitating life, it turns out that it was just the producers and Angus's managers exploiting his condition. Again, all of these are theories that fans came up with, and we should really respect Angus and his family as they try to get through this tough time. The last thing they need right now is a bunch of people making up conspiracy theories about their dead son.
What you see is what you get, you know what I'm saying? You want to ask me something, then ask me that.
And that was all we had time for in today's video. How do you think Angus Cloud died? Do you think his new manager is the one to blame? Let us know all your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. And with all that said, as always, we will see you in our next video.